Today we will discuss the newly proposed employment rights. So the new government aims to implement the biggest upgrades to the workers' right in generation. Before we dwell into today's topic, a quick intro. I am Yash, Managing Director at AY&J Solicitors. We are an SRA regulated legal 500 firm with over a decade in UK immigration, winning multiple awards, serving 4,000 plus clients and having 1,200 positive reviews. We are here to help you. So what's the proposed bill? The bill seeks to reform the workforce and improve standards. Key proposals include ban on 0-hour contracts. Worker will gain the right to contracts reflecting their regular hours with reasonable notice of shift changes, ending the one-sided flexibility. The next one is end to fire and rehire. The bill will provide effective remedies against unfair dismissal, replacing the inadequate current statutory code. Improved parental care standards. It proposes day one rights for parental leave, sick leave and protection from unfair dismissal for all workers while still allowing probationary periods for new hires. There will be reforms to statutory sick pay. Labour plans to remove the lower earnings limit, making it available to all workers and eliminating the 3-day waiting period. This change addresses the 1.5 million people earning below the current threshold. Flexible working as the default. Flexible working will be the default from day one, with employees required to accommodate it where reasonable. Additionally, it will be unlawful to dismiss a woman within 6 months of returning to work after childbirth, except in specific circumstances. Creation of the Fair Work Agency. A new enforcement body will monitor the workplace rights and establish a fair pay agreement in the adult social care sector, potentially expanding to other sectors as well. Reinstatement of the school support staff negotiating body. The bill aims to re-establish national terms, career progression and pay rates for teachers and school staff. Support for trade union activity. It promises to remove restrictions on trade unions, including the Strikes Minimum Service Levels Act, to ensure industrial relations are based on good faith, negotiation and bargaining. So the agenda 2 is relative implication and reactions to these changes. The King's Speech confirms Labour's commitment to its manifesto promises, aiming to reform the workforce significantly. The most substantial impact will be on employers. With day one unfair dismissal protection, the extension of this protection to workers and flexible working becoming the default. These changes represent a significant departure from current practices, requiring employers to reconsider recruitment and probation management. Positive reactions have emerged from the general workforce, and figures like Ben Wilmont, head of public policy for the CIPD, who supports the bill's aim. However, the concerns are growing about the challenges employers will face in adapting to these ambitious changes. Employers must rebrand their policies and agendas to align with the new standards. So let's talk about what happens now. Labour plans to release draft legislation to clarify the specific changes, potential exceptions and how the reforms will be implemented in practice. This will likely coincide with a briefing note reiterating Labour's commitment to introducing the bill within the first 100 days, potentially by October 2024, depending on the timeline begins. The introduction of a bill is the first step in a lengthy legislative process. It must pass through several stages in both houses of parliament, whether it may be debated and amended before it receives royal assent and becomes a law. Given the bill's scope, this process could take several months, with actual changes unlikely before the next year at the earliest. Despite the long process, the anticipated reforms could significantly impact employers and employment practices. So in today's video, we covered the basics of the proposed employment rights bill, current reactions and the next steps for the UK government. Do you need help? If yes, contact us on this number which is on your screen, or fill a short inquiry form which is in the description section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell button for more content on life in the UK test.